I've been waiting on, man. I've been waiting on this show. Yeah, man. Your boy gotta eat some crow. And I love it. Let's put it on the menu. Yeah, man. Y'all should like this show. Yeah, man. Whenever somebody get a chance to come back and say, you know what? It ain't work out like I thought it would. It's actually good though. Real good. You know, when you're trying to measure Kool-Aid and you make a vow to only drink measured Kool-Aid, sometimes you just gotta keep it so real, even when people don't want to hear it. But man, when you keeping it real and you telling the truth from your point of view, and it works out way better than you imagine, and the evidence of your fears is fake, it's phony, it's a mirage, it's not real. Man, it feels so good, man. So happy to eat crow. And I think sometimes we all gotta be that way. It's not always being right, it's about what's right for the team. We gonna talk about it. But we gonna talk about a lot of good football. A lot of good football. We gonna open up the Cowboys too. You already know. Sipping it on measured Kool-Aid. It's nothing better. Man, so Boss Cowboy Eating Crow. The show. Come get some more. You know. Coming down on the floor. Boy, man, Boss. Doing this thing. You hear me? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Y'all real good. Y'all been the beat. Facebook. Okay, I see you, Facebook. Facebook up in here today. I see you, Facebook. Let me see what's up, man. Yeah, man, we finna get into it, man. Let me see what's going on. What's up now? Yeah, man. Don't talk out loud. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all the intro. Give y'all the intro today. Y'all gotta get it. Let's go buy me some time. I need a little bit more time. Y'all be patient with your boy. All right, okay, we got it going. There it is. All right, man. Yeah, I saw that coach. Yep, we talked about that coach. Yeah, Boss still at left tackle. I ain't gonna talk about that. If I talk about that, I'm gonna talk about that then, coach. You know, we've been talking about that every day. But I'm happy to see that. You already know. I mean, that's something that we both thought was the best forward, the best way forward. Yeah, man, I see a lot of people already in the building, man. I had to get the chat going. I had to get everything going. It wasn't rolling right, man. It's one of the things. But here we go. Let's talk about it. We see the people in the building. William, what's up? I see you rocking a cigar, my friend. Hold on, that's an old comment. Yeah. Here we go. Damn deal, Brody. What up, bro? What up, my man? OG, I see you. My boy C, he said, I'm so glad I'm off on this one. Yeah, bro. Your boy get to eat some crow, man. I'm happy to. Believe that too. I ain't gonna give it away. But your boy came in today to eat some crow, man. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. My boy Joe Trigina. Thank you, man. My boy said he shared. See, listen, man, y'all do like my boy Joe. Joe already sharing the content. Man, we appreciate that, Joe, because that's how we spread this stuff. You know what I mean? That's how we put our voice out there. I get a chance to talk, that's cool. But then sometimes, you know, y'all can talk too by spreading what you agree with. If you don't, you ain't gotta share it. Nah, hell nah, share it anyway. So I see you. Joe, appreciate that. And then we say, Charles, I see. He said, what's up, man? Johnny Hill, I always see you, my brother. Always, man, very loyal to the show, man. Yeah, we just talked about you, Coach. We gonna talk about that when I open up the phone lines. I know you gonna probably be the first. Joe said he already sharing on YouTube, so he go to both platforms and share. That's the first thing he does. What's up, Tim? Good to see you, man. Always good to see you, man. Long time friend. My boy John said, what's up? Keystone said, what's up? I know. Hold on now. I actually agree with the Keystone. And I ain't gonna talk about it first. I ain't gonna even fall for that. I ain't gonna even talk about it first. But welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. You dealing with your boy Boss Cowboy, man. I'm getting ready to eat some crow today, man. And it's okay. I want to go on and talk about that real quick because, you know, everybody know, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people that have been following this content for a little while know I have an anthem, something that I strongly believe in. It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring. Yes, I do not. That's a sincere statement. So, you know, every now and then when you trying to exercise the principles of only drinking measured Kool-Aid, meaning you're going to measure, you're going to give things thought. You're not going to just go with the flow. You're not going to just go with the crowd. You're going to give it your own individual thought. So every now and then when you that type of person or you have that type of channel, you're going to bring my boy Joe Trigina. Hold on real quick. I got to show this comment real quick. My boy Joe say, that looks like a dead Eagles fan. I know, bro. There you go. I love the evilness, Joe. I love it. But when you that type of person where you know, make a vow to the people that you do content for that I'm going to just be honest, whether it's good or bad, sometimes you going to be the bearer of bad news. So I have done that. I've made opinions, and some of my opinions have been things that I didn't think was going to work out as rosy. So this gives us an opportunity to review some of those things and see, was I right? Was I wrong? Obviously, this is a show about me eating crow, so I'm going to tell you I was wrong on a lot of stuff. But it's good that I was wrong because I was doing it under the spirit of saying things that I foresee that was a risk. We go talk about it real quick. But before we do, we have a lot of things going on this weekend. So we have 2 live events. The first one that we're going to be in the Colony at Dak Prescott's bar. He owns a bar. It's called Walk On. So, you know, we have the privilege to actually be doing a live event at Walk On's, and we want to see you guys. You know, we want y'all to come on out, and it's a win-win for everybody. We creating a place and we creating a space to where we're not just doing content in home studios or wherever people do their content. We also creating this stuff and making it to where we can actually meet and greet each other. We even in the beginning phases and talks of also co-branding potentially with Cowboy Experience. So in those talks, just keep in mind some good things came out. First of all, we're giving away for the first 10 people that show up at walk-ons. We giving away a signed Dak Prescott autograph ball, right? See, right now, y'all think that's no big deal, but that's a big deal, bro. That's a big deal because after Dak likely get MVP this year and probably be the first quarterback to be an MVP award winner and Super Bowl winner, what's going to happen to that ball with his John Hancock on it? What's going to be the value of that ball? And we got a lot of these balls. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So one of my boys, Terrence, said, I appreciate this, Terrence. Me too. My boy said, man, I wish I was in Texas so I can partake. So this is what you can do. You can share it to people that you know in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Share people you know in Texas. Say, y'all come on out. Tell them I sent you. And then that can also be a representation of where you can get the ball. So also we doing another live event the very next day with Cowboys Experience. And for the people that show up to that, make sure y'all go find that on Facebook. It's called Cowboys Experience. We also giving away some Emmitt Smith books that I highly recommend. A very good read. That's not a vanity book. It's not a book that's just about what we all know, his history, but it's also more so a self-help book. Now hear me out on that. It's a self-help book because everybody that knows Emmitt knows that he was big on goals. Okay, so he wrote a book on how to accomplish your goals. Going into the league, he wrote down that his number one goal that he wanted to accomplish was to surpass Walter Payton. We all know that happened. And he talks about his process of being able to reach higher pinnacles through having big goals, but being able to execute those goals in incremental steps. So we giving out that book because, like we always say, we like to empower people on our channel. We're not trying to tell you how to think. We'll debate each other. Y'all saw the OC and Coach Marv. All of us debated yesterday. Coach Marv and I ended up being right. but that's the spirit of this channel. So I just want to say that, man, y'all make sure y'all come out to walk-ons and support us. And y'all come out to Cowboys Experience and not even just support, man. It's about us kicking it, man. Let's have some fun. Let's have some drinks. Let's really get to know each other. Let's really become family. All right. But the first person, all right? The first person, because I got my crow right here, man. Let me take a bite real quick. Got my crow. My first person. And then y'all also say who y'all need to eat some crow on, because I ain't the only one. But this is my top person. Aiden Dardy. I was so concerned about this one. Because remember, and this was more so a concern. I wasn't sold. It had the smell. Can I be honest? Do y'all want me to lie to you? Do y'all want me to lie to kick it? Do you want me to be all the way honest on me eating this crow? Okay, I know what y'all want. Y'all want honesty. It had the feel, being all the way honest, of kind of like a good old boy. Like it had like the ties to Dan Quinn. He was a former intern, he really got his opportunity because he was more so, in a foreign exchange program, like an inroads program into the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, God, dog. Like it. And then I'm gonna tell you, I was nervous. I was angry. I was like, why didn't they get anybody with some experience, some real experience, y'all? And he never coached D-line until this year. So we was ranked 31st in in rush defense last year, or last, I can't remember now. But it was bad. It was at the bottom. And I was like, man, I don't know about this hire. Like, here y'all go get this dude who basically got a pamper to coach the hardest job. And your boy, Boss Cowboy, gotta eat crow. Hold on, Bobby spotted me. Bobby, you spotted me, fam. Hold on real quick, man. My boy Bobby. Hold on, Bobby say, hey man, that's not a crow, man. That's a chicken quarter. No, it's a crow, bro. I went into the backyard. I got my BB gun. I went to work. I took it up to the chicken's place. They put their own seeds. This is a crow. But let's talk about the business of this crow that your boy is eating. Cause it's good. Listen, boy. I had no idea. That crow. Wait. Wait, this crow is good. Come here, crow. Come here, crow. Finna eat you. Come here. I'm unashamed to eat this. Johnny Hill, hold on real quick. I like Johnny Hill comment. I like it. See, we coming in to be humble today. I like the humility that's coming out. I love it. My boy Keystone said that crow tastes like chicken. I know, bro. I know. That crow tastes like chicken. That crow tastes like turkey bird. Woo, man. Oh, man, it feels so good to eat this crow, bro. So my boy Johnny here said, I'm eating Cooper Rush crow sandwich with a tall glass of Kool-Aid. Hold on real quick, kid. Me too. Ooh, I got my cup. I got my cup of juice, bro. Let me drink some. Ooh. Thank you, Brandon. Talk that talk. That boy say, boss, it's good crow and bad crow. We eat nothing but good today. Listen, I got a whole fresh new piece. Hold on, Coach Ball. Y'all hear me smacking? I don't even care. This is no show etiquette, but whatever. I don't care. Got crumbs on my lips. Crumbs, juicy lips. Hey man, but let's celebrate. Let's celebrate, man. Something it's good crow and bad crow, man. That's Coach Mar. Coach Mar say my crow is killing. He really learning how to control the game. Listen, man, this is the day of crow. There's nothing wrong with it. I love it that we all come in. Cause see, we had reasons to doubt. Cause Coach, he gave you some reasons to be concerned. I had reasons to be concerned, but the good news is that we was wrong. Wrong. And I love it. Because look at the job this dude is doing. Now, let's be honest. All of us had good expectations on Osa. None of us knew that he was going to be like top in the league in pressures. None of us. And you look at, it's not only that. Because remember, if I'm being consistent to what I said, what did I say? I say you judge coaches by the group, right? And it's not just Osa that's balling. These youngsters are balling. Ghostin did not have great film. He had flash, no doubt, coming out of Iowa. No doubt he showed flash, but his hustle was okay. We already broke down his film on this show where you could clearly see that he would flash. But see, that high motor that we were seeing in college, it stays on high now. That is a result of this guy. But this is how you know you need to eat some of this bird with your boy, Boss Cowboy. Come here, let me take another bite. I'm going to show you the evidence. Let me take one more bite real quick. It's crow. So good. See that crow? Crow good as hell. Y'all give me a second. It's too good. Y'all give me 1 second. Had to drink some measured Kool-Aid real quick. This is where everybody pretty sure know they got to eat a couple of bites of this next guy. Come on now. None of us expected what we seeing out of also Carlos Watkins. I could have swore this dude was going to be cut because we showed his Texans film on Boss Cowboy Sports Live, me and the OC, and it was literal laughter from us as well as y'all from his film. His film was bad. His film was bad. His hustle was bad. He was literally taking 3 steps of hustle and stopping. It was so bad. I said, this dude is stealing money. I said, this is an insult to the league, his hustle. And I said, it was one good thing that I guess Will McClay saw. Yeah, Laurel keeping it real with me. Yeah, see? Laurel keeping it real. Yes, called him a camp body. He looked like it. I was like, he's going to be the first to go. And I said, the only good thing that I saw about his film is you could not move him. So I thought they was going to try to force him into a one-tech position to try to help the linebackers because at least he didn't get moved. I wasn't expecting no positives. I wasn't expecting no negatives. I was expecting the neutral and a holdout for Urban to really get in rhythm. And then it's going to be like, you got to go. Urban beat you out. Not the case. Not the case. The case is your boy Boss Cowboy is eating bird. And it's good bird. Oh, this bird is delicious. Woo, man. See, my boy Bobby keeping it real. That's why I say, man, we keeping it real today. He say facts. We all thought that. And listen, some of this crow we eating don't mean we was wrong at the time, Bobby. We was saying what we was seeing. We was seeing it right, but what we didn't factor in is that these guys had a real solid plan and they executed. They say we go take these guys with the traits and we go coach them up and get them to where we need them to be. We go max out these average guys. And they did, bro. And he did. So the very first crow that I'm so happy to eat is crow on Coach Darden. I'm so happy. I got some more crow though. I'm not finished. My next crow. Al Harris. Yes. Some of y'all like, boss, you didn't like Al? I was on Al's head, man. I was on his head. I'm being all the way honest. Because to me, especially looking at his first year in here, it was obvious that he was targeting guys 6'1" and up. I know Chris Harris, who played for the Chargers. So he was working out in Dallas, and I was just filming, just getting some footage, some content. And he walked right over to me, because we did a show together in the past, Chris Harris and I in West Coast. And he walked right over to me. He said, boss, Dallas didn't want me. I said, stop. I thought he was playing. I said, man, stop. Just like that. He said, no, I'm serious. Dead ass. I said, what? Why didn't they want you? He said, because they said I was under 6'1". And so I was like, come on, coach. Like, come on. You don't turn away talent like Harris over height. And then it was upsetting me. Listen, I'm telling you why I was not feeling Harris. Because you brought on all these guys. Because I'm telling you the truth now. See, do y'all want me to lie to kick it? Do you want me to tell you the truth? I know what you want. You want me to tell you the truth. So then you brought on all these guys like Durham, Worley, and then they wasn't working out. And then you also had guys like Chris Westry that y'all let go that had the ideal measurables. And it was like, bro, you bringing in all these 6'1", 6'3" guys. They the sorry guys. The guys that continue to stay on the field is Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis. So what's up with this tall guy philosophy you got? And I was like, and then they drafted Nashawn Wright, which looked like a what? Tell the truth. Don't lie to kick it. Y'all felt like it was a reach. I did too. I did too. Yes, I did. I called Nashawn Wright a reach. Yes, I did. Live on the draft show. I sure did. Felt like a reach, looked like a reach. I was wrong. I was wrong. Hey, go ahead. Enjoy it. Y'all just listen. That's me in the background smacking on this crow. Hold on real quick. I'm dead serious too, man. I'm getting full off this show. I'm getting full. Tim, come on now, Tim. Hold on real quick. I know Tim say, hold on, little Tim. Tim say, don't know where you got that crow, but I hope you ordered a 20 piece. Oh man, I ain't been wrong that bad. Unless you said I need to give something to everybody. But I was wrong. Because the proof is in the pudding. Like I always talked about this, and I said this, and this is what I'm being consistent to. That's why I'm with confidence eating crow. I always say, and I mean this, you judge the coaches by the players. You judge them by the group. That's how you judge them. And it was pretty obvious that Diggs was going to become a baller. But, whoa, what we got with Diggs is more than a baller. But bigger than that, by a big old country mile, was the job and the coaching and the change that we're seeing in Anthony Brown. I'm being all the way honest. I didn't see this day coming. I hated the fact that Anthony Brown was ever even walking on the field by the start of this season. I was hating to even look at him. I was like, God dog, here he come again. It's going to be 3 yards of separation again. It's going to be automatic conversions again. No, sir. That boy Al Harris done put his hands on this boy. He done work some magic. And my boy Montana say yet. But see, and let me talk about this real quick, because I said this. I was going to give Anthony Brown 3 games. 4 games before I fully ate crow and did this show. I was waiting on him to do this show. Okay? But the job he did versus Minnesota said, go ahead and do it now, bro. Don't even wait. Don't even wait. When you have an excellent game, big hits, dislodging the ball against that nice receiving core of Minnesota, because them balls was no chumps, okay? And you coming up breaking up the ball on Thielen, who was a route monster. Jefferson had his worst game of his career. And they know Anthony Brown was the weak link. So, I ain't gonna never be that person that's trying to be right so bad that when people are actually making positive changes, that I just stay negative because I want to be right. That's what a lot of people doing on Terrence Steele right now. A lot of people not even want to watch my channel right now because they refuse to watch themselves be wrong. They don't know how to eat crow. They don't actually understand that crow is good. Because if you make a negative assumption and it come out good, that's actually mean your team is better. I made some negative assumptions. I was tired of Anthony Brown. I was dead sick of him. I was like, bro, get this dude off our squad. He's the only. If y'all wasn't thinking that after Tampa, you a lie, or you a coward, or you full of pride. It's one of those 3. After the first 2 games, yeah, everybody couldn't stand Anthony Brown because it looked like the same old. It did. It looked like the same old. Let's be honest. Because I did a whole film breakdown on the massive amount of separations that he was getting per touchdown. So again, we had reason to not like this dude. Okay? I don't mean personally. I'm talking about his play. I'm pretty sure he's a great guy. But I'm just saying, We had reasons. Now some people say y'all just didn't like him. Be like, no. We ain't gonna play that game, bro. We not gonna act like this dude didn't give us reasons not to like his play now. You know what I'm saying? So, we all had reasons to doubt his turnaround. Come on now. But when you see it, do we have the humility to say this dude is definitely turning the corner? Definitely. Not maybe. Because, see, I was on maybe before the Minnesota game. Oh, Joe, see, Joe Chitrita. Joe keeping it real. That's what I'm talking about. Joe say, no, you right, boss. After the Tampa Bay game, I was calling Anthony Brown trash. Yeah. And you had reason to. You did. But now I want to also us to be the example, Joe and others, that when you see people turning the corner, go ahead and get you a piece, bruh. Go ahead and get you a piece. That good old crow, because it's good for you. Good for you. Eating that scavenger bird. And there's nothing wrong with, listen, this is a testament of the great job that our coaches are doing, because it should be epic crow everywhere. We all should be standing in line eating some of the crow from some of the pessimism that we had, our pessimistic attitude. Now, it was warranted. We've been waiting 25 years now. Come on now. Let's not act like we ain't had no reason now. Like, we got reasons to be kind of pessimistic. Some people, they all pom-poms and, everything. We go win the Super Bowl every year. No, my brand is being a measured Kool-Aid drinker. So I got to call spade. So when Anthony Brown was getting cooked and getting tore up and demolished, hold on, my boy Keystone. Damn, wait a minute. Wait. I know this is real with my boy Keystone. Hold on, my boy apologize. Oh, I know Keystone. Keystone apologized to AB. That's how you know it's real. Because I know my boy Keystone, he in the intro. Listen, Mr. Sleeperfile himself, he will look you dead in your face and tell you without an apology when he think you wrong. He ain't gonna back down to nobody. I know Keystone. The fact that my boy is apologizing to AB is perfect proof that this crow is real. And my boy Montana. Montana, you all right with me? Montana say AB stepped up for now. And that's okay, man. I'm not even mad at you, bro. See, because some people need to see more, and I ain't mad at that either. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at that. That's real, bro. Anthony Brown gave us a lot of bad play. A lot in 5 years. A lot. He was usually losing, not to first team guys. He was losing to third and 14 receivers. And that's why when I did this video, I pointed out the guys that he lost to. I pointed out the matchup, not just the fact that he lost, but who he lost to. When you losing to third and 14 receivers, except for Allen right here, right? But when you losing to third and 14 receivers, why would we have confidence in you? So we wasn't wrong at the time. I'm just happy that we get to yum now. Eat that crow. Oh man, listen. This right here is the comment of the show. Y'all read that comment. I'm going to drink this measured Kool-Aid as y'all read what he said. The competition culture helps too. Wee. Oh, 43 flicks. Let me take this comment first, and then I'm gonna take this other comment because both of them are fire. Yeah, the competition is the key to all of this. That's why I'm so happy. That's why I'm so happy to see Steel and other young guys getting a opportunity, man. Because when you see Steel get his opportunity, what does that say? I can too. To your point, Mr. Wilson, to your point, when you see a guy come from an undrafted free agent to bump out a first rounder, yeah, you think you can get your job too. So all the boats rise with the tide, all of them. And that tide is competition, to your point, man. It's the culture. And that's why we got to welcome this competition and not coddle some of our favorites, because it's been some coddling going on. It's been some coddling. That's why a lot of people don't want to watch none of the videos we put out on the comparisons between Steel and Lyle. They don't even want to watch it. They don't even want to watch it. One guy, they was literally, people been asking, boss, do the breakdown between Bosa and with Steel and the other ones. I went and did it. So let's let the film speak. If it says Lyle better, I'ma rock with that. But if it say the opposite, I'ma say that. So I'm doing the film breakdown with the OC. The OC doing 95% of the work, right? This guy come in and say, y'all been talking about Steel. Why you angry, my brother? What's upsetting you about us looking at the details? There is nobody else that's doing a comparison. There is no side-by-side comparison of that competition. No film people doing film on it. Everybody got opinions, but nobody doing film on it. Straight up. So when you get in the film, why would that anger you? Because people don't like to eat crow. A lot of people real stubborn. They want to seem like they just, football phenoms. Like I'm never wrong. I got the big stick. It's and see, this is how you know it's pride. When you get the evidence that you're wrong and you quiet about it, that's how you know it's pride. That's, but you can't improve. I can't improve unless I say, you know what? Where was you wrong, boss? And why was you wrong? Okay? Where was you wrong and why was you wrong? So I was wrong on Aiden Darden because I didn't trust Quinn. Okay? I didn't trust Quinn. I felt like Quinn was pulling some good old boy stuff. So why was you wrong, boss? Can I be real with you? Because I was scorned. I was scorned from them Jason Garrett years to where when it's almost like, I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example. Divorce rates go up every time you get divorced. The divorce rate is around 60% the first time, or 50 to 60% the first time you get married. It goes up to about 70% the second time. It goes up to about 80% divorce rates the third time. You know why? Because all of us live based on the pain of the past. And we start judging new potential people that could be good for us based on the pain that we went through in the past. So that's why I missed it on Aiden, because I didn't trust. Now, did I have good reason not to trust? Yes, I did. This organization let us down even keeping Jason Garrett for 10 years. So we all had trust issues. Hey, my boy Larry say boss crazy. But I'm telling the truth though, bro. Them divorce rates go up. We be scorned. We are scorned. We are baby mamas and baby daddies with bad histories. I'm telling you the truth. Jason Garrett is the guy who scorned us, and we trying to get over it. That's what's happening. So just look at the fans. We pessimists now. Remember, we used to be optimists. We are pessimists as hell. Oh, something go happen. Oh, it's gonna be another 8 year. Oh, I'm just waiting. You know, once we get to that first round, then something go happen. Dog. We scorn. Let's heal. Let's heal. All right, let me get to the last people, man. See some people laughing because y'all relate with this. Y'all scoring too, man. Y'all the ones who divorced. Y'all the ones over here like, I ain't messing with no black women. I'm messing with you. I'm talking to my brothers right there. I'm talking to my brothers. I'm not messing with, listen, man, I'm not, no, I ain't never getting married again. I ain't, no. You hurt. Girls over here, man, all these men are dogs. These men are dogs. You done talked to 3 people this year. You done had 3 dates. Now all these men dogs. Hold on. The boy said, I've been real for. Hey, I'm telling the truth though, bro. We scored. See, my boy Anthony Turl. Listen. This is a comment, right? This is another fire comment right here. I'ma see you Friday too, my brother. Man, this boy say that DiNucci situation. Exactly. See, but Anthony, let's slow down now. Could we be scorned? Could it really be something to DiNucci? At this point, this coaching staff has earned the right for us to be able to give some of these players more time. Like Tyler Biadasz. I'm just being real, bro. I literally thought about this the other day. I said, these boys been so right so much. Maybe some of those things that look like obvious politics was really Coach McCarthy just giving his real. That boy started laughing. Hold on real quick. Yeah, you right. That was politics. You right. Listen, I'm not drinking that much Kool-Aid to where I just get dumb, bro. You right. Come on now, we all know this. That DiNucci stuff, and you can tell. Listen. I'm giving Coach McCarthy his credit, but come on now, I'm not drinking. Listen, I'm still the same, bro. I'm with you on this, Anthony. Let me, I'm finna play the button because I'm gonna talk about that real quick because it's just so true what you talking about. Here we go. It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring. Right on, bro. I do not, man. So listen. So with that DiNucci thing, it was how they managed it. They gave him all of them reps. And the guy that ended up winning and beating them out, supposed to beat them out a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a pause. Because I still could be wrong. Because Anthony, there is a possibility though. Let's be real though. Listen, y'all. Listen, it could be a possibility though. Let's just listen that we're scoring too. And we saw all of the good old boy stuff and the politics. Jason Witten able to retire, come back, retire again, come back and then retire some more and then come back, then retire, then get his. We saw all that. We saw the boat trips with Romo and Witten and all that kind of stuff. And we over here like, I hate that. And we saw all the guys who seemed like they had 9 lives. Sean Lee said himself, if I won a Cowboy, I would have been out the league. And so we said, okay, so how many jobs did you kill from people that deserved your job? So yeah, Ed, we do have reason to suspect politics, but I'm now leaving it open to the possibility that Boss could be scorned, even on being DiNucci. I'm just opening up the door, just keeping it real, just a little bit. Now, mostly I'm with you, Ed, but a little bit. The last person. Coach Pete. See, LaRon say, LaRon crazy. LaRon say them losses did have me sad. I'm telling you, we scoring, bro. 25 years of abuse. So a good woman come up and we don't even know how to act. We waiting on something to go wrong. We just waiting. We just sitting there. She gonna walk out at any time. Oh, I know she been fixing me breakfast and giving me that good booty in the morning. but at any day she go leave. Yeah, that's us right now. That's what the Cowboys did to us with Jason Garrett, man. I'm just keeping it all the way real. I'm keeping it all the way real. All right, but Coach Pete, say, man, I openly. Oh yeah, hold on real quick, Eric. I'm gonna take that comment. I openly was like, Coach Pete looked like a fart. Okay, his first interview, he was praising Zeke so much he had me nervous. I'm like, Zeke just came off all them fumbles. Zeke just came off all them fumbles. And I'm learning from Zeke. I'm listening to Zeke and I'm learning from Zeke. I was like, oh my God. But if I'm keeping it consistent, you judge the players. You judge the coaches by the performance of the players. And both the running backs are balling. So, boss, go and get you a cup. I got it. And get you a plate. I got it. Eat that crow. Eat that crow. So, and that's good. And that's why I couldn't wait to do this show, because a lot of people, they not excited to say I was wrong or my suspicions was wrong. It don't necessarily mean you was wrong. Your suspicions was, yeah, Geach. He said, wasn't you mad they fired Gary Brown? Yes, I was mad. I did not like Coach Pete. I did not. I was like, under his watch, them boys went fumble crazy. Especially Zeke had a career year of fumbles. So I'm like, bro, I don't trust you, bro, because you might be too nice to them superstars. We need somebody that's go dig in they behind when they tripping sometime and not treat them like they're God's gift. His first interview just had me thinking, he was going to be kind of like a soft coach. Coach Marv know what I'm talking about. You get some of those sometimes. They just soft because they dealing with a superstar. They don't really coach them hard. That was the vibe I was getting from him. But, boss, you was likely scorned. You've watched that in the past. You've seen politics creep its ugly head into great situations and just destroy it. Yeah, and I love how everybody being honest. I do suggest everybody put in the comment box, what's your crow that you eating today? Let's all practice some humility. Let's all practice, because all the crow that we eating is good for the team. Because that means it was somebody that we doubted or some performance that we didn't expect that's now happening. That don't be like them frauds who will see evidence of the truth that you telling and then just get quiet. No, don't be like the frauds. Let's be like men and women. Let's just say, you know what? I got that wrong, and this is why I got it wrong. And let's move forward. Let's be smarter in our next judgments. So I'm gonna take some calls real quick. Y'all already know that, but that's your boy Boss Crow session, man. And I'm happy about it, because all this crow I'm eating is all crow in the right direction. All this crow that I'm eating is crow that mean that everything that I doubted, every concern that I had was just scorned, bossed. And these guys was in there grinding and killing the game. Because let's be honest. Come on, y'all. Y'all came here to be honest today. Let's be honest. Jason Garrett made all of us feel like GMs. We felt like we could run the Cowboys. We did, because we used to watch him work and just be like, come on, man. We felt so smart watching Jason Garrett. All that predictability, your receivers talking about your play calling, and Scott Linehan having obvious petty revenge on players. We watching this team get run into the ground. Chaz Green getting six sacks on your quarterback to almost destroy his confidence, and you do nothing. So we felt smart. That's what happened. Jason Garrett had us feeling smart. That's what happened. But now we're around real coaches. Now we're around some real guys who get in the lab with some common sense. And they really going in there doing their homework, which makes us got to do better homework. We can't be guessing with this coaching staff. Boss Cowboy and the fans, we got to be that much more thorough when we trying to make judgments about them. April with the super chat, I appreciate it. She said, you telling the truth, shaming the devil. I tell you, amen, sister. Amen. Amen. Yeah. Jason Garrett had us smart. We always we felt like Jerry, we can do this job. We probably could have. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But now we got some real coaches in there now. We got some, and then they did all kind of stuff that we was scorned about. Like when they brought in Ben McAdoo. What he bringing in Ben McAdoo? What he bringing Ben McAdoo? What do we need? That's scorn talk. You're scorned. Now we get it. See, because Ben McAdoo is the devil's advocate to Dan Quinn. His actual job is to look at the game plan of Dan Quinn and say, if I was the offensive coordinator, this is how I would attack you. That's what Mike McCarthy assigned Ben McAdoo to Dan Quinn. So every time he drawn up with a scheme, he's sitting there with a real offensive mind that's like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do, but this is how I would counter you. And we wonder why that defense playing so good. No, these coaches in the lab, don't y'all love the fact that Mike McCarthy don't show his hand? Don't y'all love it? He don't. All right, Tim. I'll see you later, man. Don't you love that he don't show his hand? They ask him questions. I love it, man. They asked Mike McCarthy yesterday. They asked him yesterday. They said, who go play left tackle? He said, I mean. He just finally said it. He stopped bull crapping about it. He just finally said it. He said, man, I mean. He said, listen, I'm not telling you. I said, ooh. I said, there you go. There you go, Mike. Don't tell the whole world how we getting ready to attack the enemy. Thank you, Mike. He got tired of beating around the bush. He just said, you know what? I'm not telling. The media sitting there like, who's going to play left tackle today, Mike? Under Jason Garrett. Oh, that's going to be Terrence Steele. Today, we're going to give him a lot of reps at practice, and then we're going to work over Liel, and we're going to kind of see what he's looking like on the right. We're going to also give some reps at left guard, and then the competition over there just like taking notes. See, it be other people that slip. It don't be Mike McCarthy. Like, we not supposed to know that Terrence Steele is playing left tackle. Dak talking too much. But I hope that this is them laying out another smoke screen, because they know they doing that. They doing that a lot lately, and I love it. This coaching staff is making us smarter because they're not like them Garretts, man. They not. So let me take some calls real quick. All right, let's take some calls, man. Here we go. Let me throw up the number, and let's talk. I ate my crow, and I'm gonna tell y'all, when you call in, I don't want to hear you talking. I don't want to hear about nothing else. The first thing I want to hear is, what's the first piece of crow you eat? And if you don't eat crow first, I'm going to hang up on you. Boss Cowboy Sports, your voice matter. Boss.
Coach Ma.
What crow you eating first, Coach? First.
Hey, boss. Hey, man, listen, man. This is the type of show you need, man. See, you know.
No, Coach.
Man,
no, Coach. What crow you eat first, and then I'm gonna sit back and listen. What crow?
Huh?
Everybody gotta say what crow they eat first.
My crow is Kellen Moore, man.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Since the first time me and you talked, I was skeptical, and my main thing was he learning how to control a game, and he is his third year in. He is growing, but I think McCarthy My other big crow is McCarthy. I think McCarthy is helping that process of him growing, and I think and not only being McAdoo is helping Quinn, but I think he brought him in to help the process of this young coach know the skill of trying to be able to control the game and using all your pieces and not being so predictable and doing a lot of great things. And the coach is learning, but it's going to get tougher as the weeks go on and we start getting a little bit deep into December when the play comes. But I got to eat my crow on there because I was very skeptical. Were they going to be committed to running the football? Were they going to be committed to playing physical football on the offensive end? Were they going to be was there going to be an assault football team? Yes, I eat crow on that. But like you said, I'd rather eat crow and we doing well than to be right and us losing. I mean, that if you're a Cowboy fan,
right,
you'd rather say, okay,
this is a great show.
I was wrong, and we 6-1. Right, I was right, and we 1-6.
Ooh, that's why this is a great show.
That's not gonna get us paid in it, and it's not gonna get us to number 6, and we're not getting a check for anything that we're right about. We're not getting paid for that. That's my two things that I had to eat crow on. But I love the comment that someone put out there about the competition.
Yes, fire.
Now,
killed it.
But competition only works if you got the type of players that love to compete. You got to get kids. You got to get, and I say kids when I was talking about my own, but you got to get men that love to compete at everything they do. You know, I look in Alabama, right? And Nick Saban and Mark Cooper tell you that, and all the players will tell you that came out of Alabama, is one of the things before you sign on to Alabama, you could be a 5-star recruit, but not all 5 stars they go after. He only goes after the 5 stars that are willing to compete for their job. Now you have competition and you have people that want to compete. Now you get great things. And from the defensive end, I think the culture changed. And what you had to do is you had to sweep the cabinet clean. And I think now the people you still got left, like the ABs, right, the Anthony Browns, they're surrounded with guys that like to compete. Heck, you know, we've been around Cowboy football a long time, and I never heard interviews where guys are always talking about making plays. Everybody's talking about making plays. One time we were just talking about, we got the hot boys and all this stuff, but we never were talking about making plays. Or we got to play harder. We got to play together as a unit. These guys are talking about who is the next guy going to make the play. Who's going to be the next guy to say, I'm the man. Not in a negative point, but in a competition thing. And that's the culture that you're building. You're building a competition, but you have to the only way you're going to have competition, you can put all the competition in the world, but if you don't have the people that love to compete, it's not going to work. And now we have the mixture. We have a bunch of guys that love to compete. You know, when you got guys come to the Cowboys with all these like KZ and Hooker that came, you know that they have ability to want to compete because they came here on 1-year contracts with a whole host of players. But that means they came in and say, hey man, I don't care, man, give me a 1-year contract. I'm gonna prove myself. I love to compete. And that is the type of guys that we got. The Carlos Watson came in a 1-year contract, and you know you're gonna draft all these defensive linemen. You got all this. He loves to compete, and that is the main thing that we have. That we love. We have players that love to compete, and that's contagious. You can see it on the offensive line. These guys love to compete. That's why you have a guy like Lyle Collins come back and say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna get in here and hey, it's my competition. And that brings a level of everybody, and I think it even flowed into the coaching staff.
Yes.
The coaching staff is competing with each other. So when you get those confectious people, that's what you want. And there's a couple of guys in there like Parsons and all that, but the competition is the key. But these guys love to compete. And I'm gonna say this one little thing when you talking about
coach, no.
No.
You can't leave yet because we gonna talk about linebacker because you said you was gonna start up a campaign against LVE. I'm here to say let's start it. Let's start the campaign because we got some candidates.
I didn't eat no crow.
I ain't saying you
didn't eat no crow with LVE.
No, you did. You did right on
LVE, that. I have given them all the opportunities, but that's not. That's not gonna happen.
No, you're right.
That ain't happening.
No, you're right. It ain't. No, that's no crow. There's no crow on what you said about LVE. Because you know me, I want to talk about some solution, coach. You thought you was finna just talk about crow and stuff and walk off. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
I got some solutions. I got some
hold on real quick.
Too.
Hold on real quick, coach.
For the middle.
Hold on real quick, coach.
Just anybody except him.
Coach, hold on real quick. This dude named Gucci said you done took over the show. I'm so happy. Because he going hard. I can sit back when coach is doing it. That's what I do. I sit back when I know somebody else can host. I'm going to let him host. He hosting right now. Let's have the humility to sit back and listen to a former head coach talk. I ain't got to talk all the time. No, I don't. No should anybody. Coach is going hard. He's been giving great value to the Cowboys fan base. We need to sometimes show respect. I ain't talking about you, Geesh, but I'm just talking about sometimes all of us need to be able to sit back and just. This is not a show to where I gotta talk over everybody. You know what I'm saying? I can sit back and eat this.
Football is universal. We all gonna have different opinions,
right?
But
go ahead, coach. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
For the Cowboys to win, that's the main one. Everybody should be on that board,
right?
So.
That's the board.
Everybody should be. That should be the one common goal out of all the people that's listening to this show.
That should be the common goal. That should be the common goal. But hey, I wanted you to talk about linebacker because you said you wanted to talk about that campaign. Because I want to start that campaign with you, and then I'm gonna push it around social media because I have some ideas because I think it's some people that sit in the wings. I know. You want to talk about Francis Bernard, the guy that I really want to get his chance now. I want Luke to get his chance. I think you're right that the tea leaves is showing more so Francis Bernard, especially because he seems to be getting that treatment that Chauncey Golston received. We talked about that over the phone. But I also want to see Luke, bro. I want to see Luke get his chance, because honestly, I don't see the fear in Luke that I see in Van Der Esch. Van Der Esch, and I'm just being all the way honest, Van Der Esch looked to be favoring his neck. That's why he's doing a lot of catching. He's calculating the risk of his career with every tackle, so he's no longer fearless. I still thank him because he's playing after a surgery to his neck. But hey, bro, this is a dangerous game. If you don't have the same stones, move around.
I see a guy with that size, and you have to check the Van Der Esch history. He came out of 8-man football in high school.
Right.
He did well at Boise State, where there wasn't too many teams that were pounding the football, and they let him just play he's a big guy that plays small, right? And it shows because he catches blocks. He plays linebacker like a safety would be in the box. He's not aggressive. Teams don't even block him. I'm just perplexed about the times that he don't make plays where he don't have anyone blocking him. And I just want someone in that rotation that's just a little more aggressive. Neil played better last week, but just a little bit more aggression.
Yeah.
Because you have Parsons disrupting things, and if you're a guy that's playing beside him and you're aggressive, Parsons will flow people right into you, but you can't. That's why apostles run over you, saying, "Get out of the way, because you ain't going. I'm going." So this is, and I know that the coaches see this. LV is a smart guy, but being in the right places sometimes and not attacking the right places makes you gives us hiccups. The run plays that they got last week were right at LVE. The two long run plays, they were right at LVE. The first run play, he missed the tackle in the hole. You know, he threw his arm out there, Delco ran right through it, and now he's up on the safety, and safety had to make the tackle. They ran away from Parsons because Parsons is not going to allow you to block him, and because he's aggressive. LVE is not aggressive. Yes, those two linebackers we talk about, them young guys, if they get on the field and they show and prove, yes, I don't think the Cowboys have no problem with saying, okay, we're gonna go with these guys. But I believe they're really trying to play LVE because LVE don't play no special teams. So if he don't play in the rotation and he's not playing no special teams, he's sitting on the sideline drinking Kool-Aid. And that's not going to, in the 53-man roster, that's not going to work. So I've given him all the chances. And what I talked about earlier about competition, and that breeds, I think Anthony Brown is a product of the defensive backs being so aggressive that he is starting to play aggressive. How can you not catch the feeling that Michael Parsons is giving you at linebacker, and you still playing the same way that you played last year? That means you don't have it. And this is not saying he's not a good guy, but he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. And for a guy that, if he feels that he has it, for him not to get his 5th-year contract signed, extension, and for him not to have no rumblings, and then at the beginning taking less time on the field, it just shows he doesn't have it. And a lot of Cowboy fans fall in love with LVE, the same reason that they're not looking at your tape about Terrence Steele and Collins.
They're not looking at it
because they're talking about 2018. Well, it's 2021.
Right.
Football is the ultimate what have you done lately sport.
Right.
You cannot. My old high school coach, God bless the dead, he was one of the greatest people I knew. But the first thing he always told us, don't rest on your laurels. And then I went on to college and I played for an offensive line coach that said, when you go out there and make a play, you got any play that you have, you have to make that the best play. The next play has to be the best play because you got one time to look bad. So I haven't seen LVE. We had a flash here and there, but when he flashed one time, we give him a pass for 2 or 3 games. No, this guy's playing against playing beside an all-world linebacker that's getting attention. So you would expect when the other guy beside you is getting so much attention that you really can just shine. All thing you got to do is be aggressive. You can shine. These are the times you can shine and be a all-world linebacker. These are the times you could do it. You look at the Indianapolis Colts. They got one of the greatest linebackers, one of the top-paid linebacker. But people don't understand the guy Landry that plays beside him is having an all-pro season because so much attention is going to this guy, and this guy still making plays. It allows him to make Landry to make any play he wants just because he's aggressive. And these young guys, I don't want them to come and be all-world linebackers. Only thing they have to do is be good on the run, play in the zone, but be aggressive. And I just don't see out of this whole defense, he is the only guy that I don't see aggression from.
Yep.
I mean, this from the linemen to the defensive backs. He's the only guy that I don't see aggression from. And think about this, boss, and think about this, Cowboy fans. We talking about LV playing will because he said, well, he's a will linebacker. He's 6'4", 235 pounds, and you're putting him in positions where he trying not because you don't want about to block him.
Yeah.
He's not no 4'4" guy. So if he's got to be in a position where I can get a smaller guy to play, then he's no value to me. He's no value. If I got to play him in a position where he's got to be, where they're going to keep him from being touched, and he's not a guy to get tackles for loss. When was the last time LVE got a tackle for a loss on a run play?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, Coach.
I mean, Michael Parsons made more tackles for loss on last week than LVE done in the last 3 years.
Man.
So this is where the team is growing, but it's growing because we need to allow these guys to play. Where are we keeping Francis Bernard on the roster for if we're not gonna give him an opportunity to play? Why are we keeping Luke Gifford on the team? He's doing well on special teams,
right?
And we're not gonna give these guys an opportunity to play in the midst of the fire because we're trying to hold on to LV. Okay, LV is not. If he's not playing, why do you have to? He's your oldest linebacker. Why do you have to give the play call to Curse?
Right.
What happened to LVE? Right. So he's not giving the play calls. So he's not considered to being a leader. We don't see him making splash plays. And if you watch film, this is the campaign. If you do the same film work on LVE in the last 4 games of all his plays, if anybody out there of football has any football knowledge, they will say, why is he playing?
Right.
But I think we glass over it. Even when I thought when they was doing this because they was all against Jalen. Man, let me stop this and say Jalen his game has fell off, right? But they were all on Jalen. But now Jalen is gone, but you're still not attacking LVE like we should because we are still talking about 2018. And I'm here to tell you, folks, if you go back to 2018, it wasn't as good as you thought it was either. Because if you get a couple of interceptions, that don't show me much. He got a team or game where he had a lot of tackles, but he didn't want to make no tackles for loss. So again, that is the weakest link on our defense. Yep. And if we can plug that up with 2 people, with Francis Bernard, Luke Gifford, still play Neal in there, and make people not want to run the football against us, these guys will hunt the quarterback, and they will hunt the quarterback greatly. But that's the weakest link on our defense right now. I think everything else is coming along. Still got a lot of work to clean up some things, and they're going to get better. They're going to be the defense is going to carry us in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Now, you may say, oh, man, we're going to score a lot of points, Coach Marv. No, the defense is going to carry us in the next couple of weeks or maybe down the stretch because when you get to play up later on in the season,
I don't want to get
defense
to the
is going to be the thing that's going to carry us.
I don't want to get to the defense, Coach.
That one little part,
Coach,
in our middle linebacker
Coach,
thing.
Can you hear me?
And that would be a great fix.
Yeah,
the only thing we need to go out in the free agency and get done. I think we got it right there in house.
Gotcha. All right, Coach.
We got it right there in the house.
I really appreciate the call, Coach. You killed it as usual. I really appreciate it. All right.
But I want to say this, boss, and I want to make sure these people know this show that you saying eating crow. That is not. It's not eating crow. It's being a true football person. And a true football person does not go on what happened, history of what happened or what happened. He goes on what they see now.
Right.
And they see the progression of people.
Right.
And if you see the progression of people, you give them chances and you admit that they have gotten better.
Right.
So many times we lose good players because we are saying what they did before or where they got drafted.
Right.
And we give up on them.
Dak
and
was
we
a
say,
fourth
they
rounder
can't do
for
no
a
good because
reason.
they got drafted or didn't get drafted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Coach.
that's what we want to do. Terrence still didn't get drafted, but
so nobody don't even want to look at what he's doing.
They turn his name in.
So nobody want to look at what he's doing. Exactly, Coach.
That's right.
Just because he wasn't drafted, now people don't even want to look at the film. Like I'm literally showing people the film. Like, here's the film, Coach. Last night, I know I said you was finna go, but I gotta say this too. But it's sad. Last night we showed the running. Our runs between Steele and Lyle.
Yeah, I told you that a couple of weeks. I told you that 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know you did. Now listen to this, Coach.
Yeah.
Check this out. After people watched the film, I asked the whole chat who was better. It was 100% Steele from everybody who watched the film. Everybody 100% said Steele was clearly the better running tackle versus the run. It wasn't even close. It was not one person that picked Lyle. But then when you putting the information out there, because people, they not, I ain't gonna say they not fans. They fans, but they the type of fans who rather be right versus us make the right decisions or admit some people end up turning the corner that we didn't think would. But great call, Coach. I really appreciate it.
But let me say this, boss. Since you said that, what if they're right? And I'm gonna tell you, Dak spilled the beans. But I believe Dak spilled the beans because he believes in Steele too. He ain't got no problem saying Steele gonna play left, right? Cause he know who been protecting him. Yeah. But what does this say about who the Cowboys think who's better?
It's so clear, Coach.
Because
see, nobody want to talk about that. If you move Steele to the left tackle,
they would have put Collins at left.
Right. If they thought Collins was better, they would have put Collins at the left, Coach. But now we ain't gonna talk about the truth. We rather sit and get quiet. We gonna just get quiet. We go
and all that we should all work and say we should not go in the game and hoping. You got some fans hoping that that don't work. No, we hope it works. This is building a team that wins championships, and I think that these guys know that they're competing. They're putting themselves out on the line. And Collins is a good. Collins is a top tackle. I'm not saying he's what he was. Like I said yesterday, he's not what he was before. He never will be. Hell, none of us is what we were 2 years ago. So he's not going. So he's going to be beneficial to this team. And I think Steele is an up and coming guy. And I think a guy named Solomon made a post. Let's let this kid keep soaking up and sponging and getting better, because we just found another Dak Prescott on the offensive line if this kid continues to keep improving. And the Cowboys know that. Cowboys ain't become billionaires and found out and say, man, I got this diamond in the rough. I'm going to hold on to this and I'm going to let it shine. So, like I said, boss, keep putting shows out like this and being real. Ain't nothing wrong with saying you're wrong. That means you're growing and you're able to be able to say what's right and what's wrong.
That's it. It's not even that hard.
Talk to you later, boss.
Oh, man, love the call, Coach. Love it. All right. We'll talk later. Your voice matter. Man. All right. We got the phone lines open. Let me call Keystone, man. Let me call my boy Keystone real quick. Give me a second. Hopefully he pick up. Because I know my boy want to get in on this Crow conversation. So we finally got both of them. So y'all just be patient, man. My boy Law always say, man, this is building the plane while it's in the air. That's what we do. Let's see if my boy pick up. And if not, I'm gonna open back up the call lines. Yo.
Hello?
Yurt.
What's going on?
What's up, man? Crow Day. First, what's your crow? And then let's talk ball.
My crow,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go for this LVE. You still got time to prove me wrong, but I want to eat some LVE right now, man.
Yeah.
Cause right now, he looking like a bum right now, man. I'm not to put it out there on wax right now like that.
You look like you can't even tackle. Like he out there MIA. It look like it don't matter what it is. It seems like he got worse ever since Jalen been going. You know, he's been butt hurt behind that.
Yeah. That to me, I think the OC said it, man. I think the OC hit it dead on the head, Keystone. Oh man, he gone. God dog. I'm just happy my boy left. I'll call him back in a minute. Give me a second. I'm calling him back right now. Sure. Get Keystone back on his phone, man. Let's go. I don't know what happened, man. The phone hung up. Boss Cowboy Sports.
That was me.
Okay, it was you. All right.
I'm sorry, boss. That was me. The phone hung up by accident. I just came in the house. What's going on, baby? Yes, I'm good. I'm here. Let's talk.
We don't want to hear no fights, Keystone. We don't want to wait. We don't want to hear you and the lady get into it, bro. We don't want to hear all that. We don't want to hear all that. We'll say, hey, baby, I'm here. Baby,
It's been
hey.
a minute, man, since you already know what time it is.
What's going on in there, Kinfo? Everything straight?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I like how you said that, though. See, which is the message of this show. I love how you said that. You said, hey, it's still room for him to prove us wrong. I love that, Key. That's real what you just said. To where you not saying you hate him. You just saying at this moment, I'm not liking how you playing. That's
No,
real.
I don't. He acting like he don't even want to tackle. He don't want to do nothing. And when you got a rookie moving you out of the way to make a tackle, I'm like, come on, LVE. And this is contract time for you? Come on.
That for Key stuff. That for say, come on. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that, but listen, at least with most of these cats we ate a lot of crow with, how many more games we gonna give LVE? That's my question.
I'm gonna give him like about. I'm a fair guy. I'm gonna give him like about good 4 more games.
Yeah.
He has a window of opportunity. I'm
Right.
gonna give him 4 more.
Right. My boy Tyrone Church, man. Hey Tyrone, I appreciate you, man. You've been blessing Boss Cowboy Sports the last 2 days with your super chats, bro. So obviously, thank you. My boy said my crow is Hooker over Kazi. Whoa, wait, Tyrone Church. Whoa, wait, hold on.
That's
You gotta
hard
know
right there.
Tyrone Church to know how powerful this statement is. What, Keystone? You see this? Say.
I see the super chat. What up, Tyrone?
Yeah, what's up, OG? I don't think you quite need to eat that crow yet, because I think you might be right on Hooker. Hooker coming up. He getting better and better. He not showing no limp. He not showing no gimp. He not showing anything. I don't think the ball came to him yet. I think, Tyrone, we gonna still see all that stuff we've been waiting to see. I just don't think it happened yet, like his ball skills. I think it's coming. But I like how you ready to give the guy who been coming up with the bigger splash plays his credit now. Shout out to you, Tyrone. That's straight up, man. That's some real crow, bro. Real good quality OG. Yes, OG crow you just ate there.
Tyrone always know to drop some heat on the low, man.
Man, he be dropping that heat. That shocked me. I wasn't expecting that super chat. God damn. Y'all would have to know how hard this dude was lobbying for Malik Hooker. This dude been on Malik Hooker for the last year and a half. I mean, vocal, loud. Like me and Big Game James said, man, this dude pretty much called that dude into existence because it didn't even look like it was ever gonna happen. And you started kind of hearing the rumors of him coming in, and my boy Tyrone Church got louder and louder, and boy, I'm talking about he was on everybody's channel lobbying. So for him to say that his crow is putting hooker over, see that listen, if I ever meet you, bro, I mean this, drinks on me. I'm talking about all night, every drink you want. Well, not a bottle, you know what I mean. All them, you know. Keystone, let me be clear on that, bro. Let me be clear on that, because that boy gonna be, yeah, boss, I want that $200 bottle. No, man, go with them $10 drinks over there, boy.
Like IQ said, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Man, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself, homeboy. Hey, what else you got, Keystone, man?
Oh yeah, you know, earlier in the show, I was saying this because we know we first in the comments. I was saying to myself, now they was all Mike McCarthy talking about they didn't want to step on Terrence Steele's shoes or anything like that. I get all of that. Yes, he has been balling. Yes. But my question is, did y'all listen to Lyell's interview when he came back off of his suspension?
Yes.
He sat there and told y'all that my natural side is the left.
I heard it.
Put him back to the right?
Yes.
Like, are y'all listening?
I don't think people listening, bro. Being all the way honest.
You contradicted yourself.
But
you didn't want to move him.
I see where you going.
But you just.
I ain't gonna debate you on this, bro. But you go get it. You go pull it out of me, bro. Don't pull it out of me, bro. But I see what you saying. I see what you saying. Cause see, your logic is basically saying, if y'all don't know, this my boy Keystone right here, man, with the Keystone Files. So y'all definitely be looking at his Twitter account because he always unveiling. I'm gonna get back to the subject, but I want to talk about my boy Keystone. My boy Keystone, he has a passion for finding talent for the Dallas Cowboys. Whenever there's an injury, whenever there's draft time, I don't know nobody that works harder than my boy. Like, he works very hard to find talent. It's a true passion that he has to, you know, he's somebody that I believe should be a scout. So he got something called the Keystone Sleeper Files. Y'all make sure y'all look out for him because he's going to be revealing candidates that can help us. So I just want to make sure I said that real quick. But I see where you coming from, bro. I see where you coming from, because that's why I said this debate is hard. You know what I'm saying? Because he out his own mouth said that he played more natural on the left side. But this is why I agree with them moving still. And just tell me if you think I'm tripping, all right? Not a real debate, not a real fight. Let's just talk ball. The reason why I think they got it right with keeping Lyell at the right is because Steele was getting reps at left tackle during training camp.
Ooh, and I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
And I noticed that he was getting a little bit of reps then back when Brandon Knight was there too. You know it was.
Right. So it's the reps. So that's and other than that, I would have been rocking with you. You know what I mean? If other than that, and then the pattern that I think I see with the Dallas Cowboys, Keystone, I think they put a lot of value in the preparation. So if you don't get your practice during the week, they not gonna play you. That's why when they gave Cooper Rush all them first team reps, they was fronting like it was a last minute decision, but they knew early on they weren't gonna play Dak. And that came out later that they knew they weren't gonna play Dak as early as that Thursday. All of that was smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? So I think the preparation, and they also, and I also think they think that Steele is more athletic, because honestly, that's what the film showed me. Steele is way more athletic than Lyell. Now, a lot of people saying the opposite. The film don't say that. Anybody that go look at the film breakdowns that we did on the pass pro and the run game, it's gonna change your mind. The Reaper. We had a guy, the Reaper. He was battling me up and down. Every show we talked about Steele until we showed the film. And then when we showed the film, Reaper was a real man about it. He was just looking at it, and he said, and he put it in the comment. He said, "Boss still has better hands and better feet and better push off the ball."
Yeah. If the film don't lie.
It don't lie.
On the film.
Yeah. Let's take a couple of these super chats real quick, Keystone. Can you host the show with me real quick, my brother?
I'm here, fam. BCS, let's get it, man.
Let's get it, OG. All right, BCS in the house. My boy said, I'm going to tackle at 32 in the first round. Ooh. Oh. Perfect with Keystone on the phone. Then he dropped another super chat. He talking about of the draft of this year. So he putting both of those comments together. What's your first pick, Sleeper Foul?
I got a guy.
Oh, he got a guy. Y'all got Keystone messed up.
I got a guy so far. A lot of people, you know.
That boy say, I got a guy. Not a position. That boy say, I got a guy. Go, Key, go.
Now, when y'all was talking now, if they took a chance on Bradley Anaya out of Utah, it's a guy over there that has played the offensive line over there in Utah. He has played every single position on that offensive line. As far as I'm concerned, this guy is more like a generation player on the line, like Rashawn Slater was, and his name is Nick Ford. For those who don't know who he is, look this guy up. This guy has played right tackle, right guard, center, left guard, and left tackle. If that guy is on the board, right now, that's my top guy right now, just because of that. But there are other tackles I'm going to be looking at too. But that guy right there caught my eye. All because of he's Rashawn Slaterish, because he played multiple positions on the offensive line.
I love it. I love it. All right. Geechee said we need to keep bolstering this defense.
Geech, what's going on, fam?
So he basically saying he don't agree with going with your guy. He's saying go with the defense.
I would too.
Yeah, but you saying basically this is a player that's just too good to pass up, just like too BPA, just too blinking light. I'm not mad at that, bro.
Yes.
I'm not mad at that. I haven't done my research on him yet.
I really want a safety that early.
Yeah, but you saying, because I know what you said. Some talents, they just so cold. I gotta take you, bro. I'm sorry. We don't, and with the reshuffling of this offensive line, yeah, I can see where that makes sense, bro. I can see where that makes sense.
True.
But we way early. This is why we called him Keystone with the sleeper files, because he go be talking, man, this draft season, I don't even want to tease how good this draft season go be, because they have no idea.
Yeah, season 2 coming, y'all.
Your season 2. Y'all don't want to see Keystone on the sleeper files, man. That boy Keystone is a monster. I've been knowing Keystone for over 2 years. So when I wrote the first Boss Cowboy Guide, the person that had the most input into the book, like in terms of finding people that I just didn't know was out there, was Keystone. Because I put about 180 handpicked, or maybe 130 to 180 handpicked candidates that I feel like are ideal for the Cowboys, both free agents as well as draft candidates. And about 15 of them is Keystone. Easy, which is a lot for a whole book when you feel like because you got to understand, I felt like I finished everything. You know what I'm saying? Like when I finish my book, I'll be like, I think I looked under every stone, and Keystone would be like, no, you didn't.
I just love City Cowboys. He'll tell you the same exact thing.
You forgot this, boss. Have you seen this guy? I'd be like, man, where you find him, bro? So anyway, man, thank you. Do you have anything else, bro?
No, not
Anthony
at all.
asking,
but
what's the prospect name?
Get their chance to shine. But for those who don't know who I am, make sure you follow me at Keystone Cowboy on Twitter. Right now, I already got some prospects dropped on there as is right now.
Yeah, he already dropping prospects. It's never too early for that. What was the name of that prospect you was talking about from Utah?
Nick Ford.
Nick Forrest. There you go, Ant. and also already heavily in his research on the draft. So we're going to have obviously a good draft year this year, man. We got people who way earlier than they've ever been. So we going to be way more than ready to kind of discuss all the candidates and how they fit the Cowboys. But, man, yeah, man, tell them one more time where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me at Keystone Cowboy on Twitter. You can also find me on Facebook. I be in the Cowboys huddle, and I be at Cowboys on the clock. But right now I'm in jail, but I'll be out soon. So
It's all
in
good.
the next couple of weeks, you'll be finding me on there getting busy. I love y'all, man. Let's get it.
Let's get it. DC4L, BCS. Let's get it.
One deal. Salute.
Salute. All right, I'm going to take another call real quick. I think we got one already. We don't. All right, so let me put it up. We're going to take another call, a random call. All right, let me put up the number, then we'll take a call real quick. It's 941-940-4171. 941-940-4171. You know, because we've been eating crow today. So remember, the rule is, oh, it is. Boss Cowboy Sports, your voice matter.
What's going on, boss?
What's up, man? Who is this?
This that boy Geeky.
What's up, Geach? The first thing you got to do is eat that crow. Who you eating crow on, bro?
I'm gonna eat my crow on Ezekiel Elliott.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a curveball.
Whoa, no,
Might be
no, no,
unpopular opinion,
oh
you
no,
know.
oh no. I gotta digest this, bro. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on real quick, bro. Hold on, bro. I gotta see, listen, bro. I know Geach, bro. Boy, this boy been going hard on Zeke for about 2 years. Talk to me. I just want to listen. Go ahead.
Zeke proved me wrong in a lot of ways. He got in shape this summer. He got some of that explosiveness back. He got that hunger back he was running with his first couple of years. And, you know, he just seemed a little complacent to me the last 2 years. So I didn't know if he had it in him to do it. And he definitely proved me wrong.
Yeah, and see, Key, I don't know if you was wrong though. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to misunderstand the crow.
It's kind of not like crow, but it is. You know,
yeah, it's kind of crow.
The concerns I had, you know.
Yeah. And see, like we calling it crow, but some of this stuff ain't crow. It was legit concerns that people turned the corner on. You know, so but. It's just cool to hear you, you know, give Zeke some flowers. And I'm cool with it because I know you was basically just holding him accountable. That's what it really was about.
That's what it was. That's what it was. You know,
so
it's almost
I ain't
like
never had no
I
problem
feel
with
about
it.
LeBron James.
Say that again.
You know, it's almost like how I feel. I say it's almost like how I feel about LeBron James, as in everybody want to call him the GOAT, but I'm harder on LeBron than I think most LeBron fans on because I think LeBron should be better than what he is. So I think I held Zeke to that same standard. Right. And, you know, I was just a little harder on him than I think most people were.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this stuff is passionate to us, bro, so we understand for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you feel like somebody got greatness in them.
We sleep and live this. This is what we do. So,
yeah.
You know, we put our thought and our insights into these things. We really, you know, we watch film, we break things down. So we really feel conviction in what we say. You know, So, I mean, like I said, I can prove to people that he was falling off a lot, you know. He was out of shape, tapping that helmet a lot, you know, not running as hard. So, you know, but to see him put the work in this offseason and look so much more fresher, he's jump cutting to these holes, he's showing better vision, he's finishing runs, he's breaking tackles on the second level. So, yeah, he's definitely doing all the things I wanted him to do and I was expecting of him.
Yeah. And then also, just to keep it 100, I'm glad you did because part of that is why we say your voice matter, right? It's our job to put pressure on these cats, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think also that's partially why Anthony Brown finally started balling. Because at first, when we used to win games and he used to play bad, nobody would say nothing. But this team became so good that he became like the blinking light. Like, bro, this defense will be good if you just come on. And when they start putting that pressure on him after the first 2 games and the public finally start really saying his name out loud, then all of a sudden you saw him turn the corner. So any real, any real person should never have a problem with accountability. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
So yeah. What else
and
you got?
I can eat crow on AB too though. You know, because I was one of the people that was, I was tired of him. He gave up the most touchdowns in the secondary. He consistently got beat in man coverage. Like, I kind of was done with the AB experiment, and I'm like, if y'all gonna play him on the outside, why not give Jordan Lewis a chance on the outside? It's like they gave AB way more chances than they were giving Jordan Lewis, and I couldn't. This just didn't make sense to me.
Hold on real quick, bro. Hold on. Jessica. My girl Jessica said, my number not no random number, boss. You ignore my call and call my number random call. Real don't worry, I will unfollow your channel. Oh God, hold on, Jessica. Jessica, I'm sorry. I did not see your call, I promise you. So what I need you to do,
take care of them fast now. Make sure you take care of them day one.
Yeah, man, Jessica is day one. I need to talk to her, Rick. I gotta calm down my lady, bro, real quick. Jessica,
you gotta go get it right, man.
DM me your number, and I will actually save your number. Okay, I'm gonna give you that type of VIP treatment, all right, so that we never have this with you again, all right? But you gotta go to Marcus Smith, which is obviously my real name on Facebook. Friend me, and then DM me your number, and I'll lock it into our phone system to where when you call, it'll come up my name. For real. That girl said, I will unfollow you. God damn, man. But go ahead, Geach. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You was talking about AB.
Oh yeah. So Anthony, you usually don't see players bloom this late in their career.
No.
But he's definitely this year 5. Usually by now you kind of know what a player is.
Yeah,
and
you
I
are what you
I
are.
knew what Anthony Brown was by now.
Yeah.
But he's definitely proved me wrong though.
Yeah.
I'm man enough to sit in his head. Like he's balling. I mean, he gets beat, but every quarterback gets beat. We saw Diggs get beat all night Sunday against Minnesota. He probably played his worst game of the season. So you can't hold those few times that Anthony Brown got beat against him and hold it higher than you would Diggs. You got to treat them the same way. But I will say that Anthony Brown is coming up laying the wood. He is tackling like never before, because that was another knock on him. He was soft as hell.
He was.
And tackling and run support.
He was.
He was baby shit soft.
Yep.
Like, excuse my language, but.
Nope. No, go ahead.
The dude is. And then I heard J-Ron Curse talk about him, and I think I kind of got a newfound love for him after hearing J-Ron talk. Because J-Ron's a dog. And to hear J-Ron talk about Anthony Brown like he did, I'm like, okay, maybe that leader thing they were saying and him being first and, helping the young guys, maybe it's something to that, Maybe they wasn't just, selling us bullshit.
Right.
Because, he spoke very highly of him, but AB's balling, man. Like, Boss Man I don't know if Boss Man's going to see the field this year.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I think somebody's going to have to get hurt, and for Boss Man to even see the field,
we can't just put him out there. We can't just put him out there, which is good.
I don't see how you can bench Brown right now.
You can't.
RJ Lou,
and that's coming from me and you, bro.
3 of them balling.
When that's coming from me and you, people got to respect that.
Yeah.
They got to respect that. Because, see, it's like, okay, first people will have to know how we were so anti-Anthony Brown because we was moving in the right logic. You don't bet on people that showed you 4 or 5 years of the same thing. You bet against them. You say you are what you are. So we was passionate, like, man, get rid of this dude, man. Go with the youngsters. Let's go with Wright. Let's go with Boss Man. Let's just move forward. You know what I mean? And that logic was right until he turned the corner. But now that and I ain't gonna say that he's all the way turned the corner. He just played good enough lately for me to feel a whole lot better about it. So
Yeah. I mean, I still, against certain receivers, wouldn't leave him out there on the island too much by himself. But, against the number 2s and 3s of the world, I mean, because it ain't too many weeks you're going to see Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson.
right.
So that's, you ain't going to find too many good 1-2 punches like that. But, Jefferson killed him on that out and up move. Thank God Cousins made a bad pass. But other than that, he played a pretty clean game, man.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn's getting the most out of these guys. He's putting them in the best positions for them to drive. And also, this goes to show, too, that coaching does matter. Coaching matters. Because Chris Richard, Marinelli, all those guys that's been there before wasn't getting the same production out of Anthony Brown that Joe Witt and Al Harris them are getting right now. So they definitely doing something better with that technique and the plays they calling. And we running way more man this year than most would expect it because Dan Quinn's his own coach.
Right. Coaching matters, bro.
Coaching matters. It definitely
Coaching
does.
matters. Yep, that's a fact. And this is, to me, I don't know if this show will do good in terms of views, but I would say this is probably my best show, bro.
Yeah, this is a great show.
I would say that because this is a whole lot of areas that I didn't think was going to turn the corner. And I was wrong on all this stuff. I was wrong on a lot of stuff. And that's good because I was doing my best to be honest. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know about Aiden Durden, bro. Y'all get ready. It might not be what it is.
Yeah,
bro.
I remember when you did not like that hire.
Yeah, I didn't like it. And to see that he
felt like it was nepotism.
Yes,
nepotism,
it had that smell,
system.
bro. It had that smell of nepotism. And I was just being honest with what I was fearing. But I'm just glad to know it was only fear, bro. It was only fear, bro.
Those guys, man. And like you always said, and this is one thing I learned from you, is when you see a whole unit playing well, you got to give the flowers to the coaches of that unit because that coach is getting the most out of those guys. When you collectively seeing 4 or 5 guys from the same unit playing well, that position coach is doing his job.
Right. That's just what it is. So, I mean, I want to have shows like this all the time. How about that? You know what I mean? Like,
I think at least once a week, every 2 weeks or so, you should do it though. Because I mean, it shows the humility.
But see, but hold on, but Geach, I ain't wrong that much though. It take about 2 months.
Critiquing yourself.
No, it take about 2 months to build up when I'm wrong though. That's the problem. I ain't wrong that much. You know what I'm saying? So it take about 2. It take about 3 months to get about 5 of them, bro. So I can't do it every 2 weeks, man. I be so bright, bro. I be right, bro. So it ain't gonna be nothing in the file if I try to do it every 2 weeks.
You done call stuff out like months and weeks before it happened, like
Yeah.
And also people look at us because I tend to do it from time to time. When I write about something, I'm gonna let people know. It's just because they're so hard on you when you do form an opinion about something. They just try to kill you and just like, oh, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, and your football knowledge is trash. So, as the human nature thing, when you're right, you're gonna want to throw it back in them people's face because they try so hard to belittle you.
Can you say that again, bro? I'm gonna take my time and listen to this. Hold on, say that one more time, please.
I said when you are right about things or you form opinions and people, throw it back in your face and act like you don't know what you're talking about or your opinion makes no sense, and then you all right, it's hard not to throw it back in their face because, you try to make me feel so bad when I said it, so it's only right that I throw it back in your face and make you feel like how you make me feel.
Perfect. Straight up. So it's one of those things, see, you can say that because you podcast, right? People don't have no idea how hard it is to kind of put your nuts on the line on stuff that's not popular. And so you're right. Occasionally when you step out there on stuff where you say what most people not saying, like Steele is better than Lael, and you see everybody pile on you, or if you say that they obviously trying to move him back to left guard, and you not trying to be right. You just reading tea leaves, and you see all these people ready to pile on you, ready to debate you, and they doing it for clout. But then when you see it happen, because you was just being honest, you wasn't trying to be right, you was just being honest, it do make you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, y'all did all this hating, and what I hate about it is then people go quiet. It's like, if you did all that hating in the public, own it in the public. If you did all that hating in the public, own it. It's the right thing to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm having this show. Is because, like, I'm talking about Anthony Brown in the public. I'm talking about Calvin Walkers in the public. I'm talking about Alden Durden in the public. These dudes got families. These dudes trying to make a living. And I'm out here giving a strong opinion against guys. And when they turn the corner, it's just the right thing to say those guys was better than what I thought. Or those guys was not the league then, but they're better now. Either way, I should be just as loud when they're doing good.
Yep.
Cool, man. Say, any final words? Tell the people where they can find you, OG.
Man, y'all can find me on Gucci Sports Kitchen and Twitter. Jarquez Mike on Facebook. I'm in a lot of these Cowboy groups. You know, I love to have great debates about the Cowboys on just football, period. So, I mean, anytime you see me do and you want to chop it up, just hit me up.
That's what's up, man. Your voice matter, Geach. You already know that.
All right, bro.
All right.
You good, man.
You too. All right, I'm going to take another call. Jessica, it better be you. Because, man, she threatened to unfollow me. God, Lord. Jessica, you the only person I'm going to ever let talk to me like that, too. I mean, the only one. The only. It's only because I know you love me. That's it. All right, so come on, Jessica. Call on in. Hold on. I had a file super chat from the lunatic. I want to address it. It was a real good one. I want to address this real quick. He said, Boss Cowboy Sports, where our voice matter. As Jace Kerr said, Denver going to move and we're going to blow it up. Boom. I can hear this in your voice because I know how you talk now. Boom and zoom, going to eat. Dallas 35, Denver 13. I agree. Yeah, y'all call a great super chat. Appreciate that, the lunatic, greatly. Call in 941-940-4171, 941-940-4171. And I'm going to give y'all about 10 seconds. I'm going to get out of here, man. But this was Crow Day, man. This was Crow. This is the day your boy, Boss, got to eat some crow, which means, just good shit for me. Girl, stop. But, you know, your voice matter. At Boss Cowboy Sports, and days like this is good because this is showing really how good we are. That's why I say this is the best show, because it was a lot of stuff that didn't look good, but most of it is actually way better than imaginable. Again, it's 941-940-4171, 941-940-4171. See, Jessica, you don't want to call, man. You don't want to call. I done put that number out there 15 times. I'm sitting over here looking at it. Phone ain't reading. Hold on, quick. So you don't see. You can't blame me. Can't. All right. So I'm gonna take this, and if I don't get no phone ring in the next 5 seconds, I'm out of here. Sheen said, "Great show, big brother. What player comparison do you give Diggs? I think Aqib to lead." That's a good one. That's actually hold on real quick. Hold on, cause I never. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. What you got?
Hey, boss.
Who is this? Jessica.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. What's up? What you got to say? Cause you be coming at your boy hard in that chat. You be coming at your boy in that chat. Say it in my face. What you got to say?
Cause I was calling. I'm like, wait a minute. How these guys gonna get there? And I've been calling over so ain't it?
We ain't got time for that entitlement. We ain't got time for that entitlement. You don't own the phone line, Jessica. Don't you? You'll be acting like that now.
I don't own that phone line, but I know you should know my number.
Man, I don't know your number like that. Don't be putting no standards on me like that. When did we ever get that understanding?
No.
When did we ever get to that understanding?
I called from before. You know, my number is an East Texas number. Not a 214. It's a 903.
I just supposed to know that? You see? Hold on. I'm gonna have to write this number down because Lord have mercy. Because next time you call, I'm gonna ignore everybody. See, you know how to put yourself in the front, and you sure doing that right now. Look. You see me? I got a pen. I'm gonna write this number down. I ain't gonna tell the world it's 9. No, I ain't gonna tell the world. It's 903. It's what you got? Your voice matter.
Well,
no, first you gotta eat crow. You gotta eat crow.
The boys
That's first.
is not finna let Denver come up in the house.
No. You can't preach.
Denver.
No preaching.
The boys
no, hold on, Jessica. You gotta follow the rules.
Ain't nobody laying down for y'all.
Jessica, you gotta follow the rules. Everybody on this particular show, you gotta first eat crow, and then you can say whatever you want to say. Go off. I'm expecting Michael Irvin too. So, but first things first. Where was you wrong? No, come on now. Don't do it. Where was you wrong?
I'm sorry for saying I was going to unfollow you. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about
you don't
this
know my
football
number.
team.
I'm sorry.
I like that though. But it got to be on the football team. I can tell you where I think you kind of a little bit lost a little bit of faith, just a little bit. You want me to tell you? Because I remember. Cooper Rush.
Yes.
So you don't think I'll be paying attention?
Because I don't trust him. He was throwing interception, man. I couldn't get with that.
You right.
I had to say that for somebody to see what I said.
You right.
Get in his ear.
Because
you know.
Because you miss optimistic.
I be yelling at these phones. I be yelling at my phone. I be yelling at the TV. I don't have time for that. Y'all hear me through this TV. I be talking to them like they hearing me through this.
I see, Jessica.
Because I'm the one that's been fighting for these boys back. I know I ain't the only one, but I've been telling y'all before the season got started that the Dallas Cowboys was going to ball out. Everybody was down the rookies, talking about the rookies weren't going to come out playing good. They were going to be fumbling all around. And every last one of them done got up here and balled. Because Dallas didn't pick the person that they wanted, they talked down on Michael Parsons, they talked down on D.X., they talked down on Osa, and the other new ones that we got. And those boys been out there balling their butts off. But now everybody wants to come on the Michael Parsons, drink the Kool-Aid. Now everybody wants to drink the Diggs Kool-Aid. But now y'all want to talk down on Dak.
And they ain't no crow yet.
Sir?
No, and I said, and they have not ate. No, so they want to celebrate, but they never took a bite of the chicken.
Right. And some of them are on your show, they on Law Show, they on Val Show, they on Sky Show, they on Mark Show. And I'm like, y'all begin to come at me? Look, I might not speak football, break it down like this and that. No, but I know what I see.
Yeah.
I know what I see. When old boy had a clothesline choke on Phoebe, when he beat him, dude rolled him all the way over to the sideline, and they didn't go no flag. But you want to tell this man he got to pay $10,000 because he weighed bye-bye? Man, get up out of here. Y'all let these people do these boys wrong because y'all hate them, because they balling. You talk bad about them so long, and I kept telling y'all, it ain't the boys all the way. It's the coaching. Oh, they even talk down on Mr. McCarty. They even talk down on Dan Quinn. And what are they doing now? Now, what they doing? Oh, yeah. No, y'all, this band, y'all bandwagon jumpers, stay off. This only for the true fans that's been pushing these boys on and talking good about the boys. I know you was talking good about them, because you was talking about, man, they going to do this, man, Michael Parsons, like you said, the Lions are always hungry. The Cowboys are always hungry. They ain't laying down for nobody. That them got their mind on the higher price. They got their eyes on what we've been wanting them to go. And like I said, when God spoke to me, when I was walking down that dark road, coming from that train station, going to my house when I was living in Dallas 5 years ago, and around this time, he told me, showed me like I was in the middle of that store. I ain't never been inside the ATM, but AT&T Stadium, but I've been on the outside. I watched it on the big screen. But I'm going to get to that AT&T Stadium, and I'm going to get a chance to go to a live game. I've been wanting to go to a live game ever since I was a little bitty girl with my Dallas Cowboy football under my arm, jumping up and down in front of the TV, watching Emmitt Smith and them and Mike Irvin and them go out there and ball. See, I'm not one of those little sugar coated fans. I'm 44 years old, and I am proud of my age. Ain't no shame in my game.
Y'all see what
I
we
done
call
been through the ups and downs, and that's why I rep my boys. Because you counted them out, you doubt the Cowboys? Bye, Felicia.
How dare you doubt the Cowboys? How dare you? How dare you?
Because them boys is not finna lay down for Denver. They even talk bad about Zeke. Said get rid of Zeke. Tony Pollard, put him up there. Those boys are not going up against each other. Those boys are not competing. They are brothers. They got a brotherhood going on. Like I've been saying to them all along, I don't know if they ever read my tweet or not, but I sure been putting it out there on Twitter. I know if you follow me, you see what I post. Because I rep it. I got my face and Dak's body over my face. I did the collage of my own picture on my page, and I got Dak over me. I've been praying for that young man ever since he stepped up in the Dallas Cowboys and took on the mantle. Because when Romo went down every year, we didn't have nobody. All those backups was trash. But the minute Dak stepped on that field, he did not step back. He stepped up and he went running. And he studied running and studied going. Those dudes respect Dak. Why can't the fans respect our quarterback? Why can't everybody else give them the respect they deserve? They've been deserving this respect. And every game, trap game, ain't no trap game going on here. This ain't no trap game. This is a game to win. The boys ain't going out there laying down for no doggone Denver. You think they scared of Denver? You think they scared of the other ones that's coming along? It's one game at a time, y'all. And I'm going to get off because somebody else might want to call, but I get tired of seeing this every week in the chat. We get ready to play another team. Oh, it's a trap game. Oh, those boys ain't out here acting like showboating us. They are being very humble. And did you not see Cooper say, shh? Did you not see Diggs say, shh?
I saw it.
Give them their respect. They not hot-headed. They is going one game at a time. They know this not it. They win a game, they been staying humble. So show them the respect they deserve and back our team like you supposed to. Because if you ain't backing them now, don't come here when they get to the big show and win it all. Because it's coming.
Where can they find you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook.
Tell them where they can find you.
Just my YouTube channel. I can't afford that right now.
Just where can they find you? On Twitter, on Facebook? Just where can they find? Because I know people want to know who you are and where can they find you so they can follow you. Now, if you don't want to be followed,
my whole government name is my name.
There it is.
Just like it is on Twitter.
There it is.
I mean on YouTube.
There it is. There it is.
The only thing that's not there is my middle name.
There it is. There it is. Jessica, listen, I don't care what nobody else call you, but I call you the Lady Michael Irvin, all right? That's your name with me. Because, see, it's some people, they just so passionate that they go inspire you even when they not trying. They wake up like that. Michael Irvin like that. And Jessica's like that. Michael Irvin can be talking about how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You gonna wake up and make the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich in your life by the time he get done talking. Same thing with Jessica. If Jessica's talking about them Cowboys, you gonna be inspired.
I love my Cowboys. I love Jesus first, and I love my Cowboys.
I love it, girl.
I don't care. God know I love him. That's why he allowed me to meet Zeke when I was in Dallas. That's why he allowed me to meet some more. I got pictures of Zeke and me, but because I was so excited, I don't know how my face got disfigured on my picture. I'm like, I wasn't that close to my face, I know. But anyway.
Man, I love it,
Because all the rest of the pictures was normal. But with the one with me and Zeke, while I'm outside of his car, because I didn't want nobody to know that he was in that car, because I didn't want to draw no attention to him, because that's the type of fan I am. I respect my Cowboys, and I ain't finna draw no attention to them. But I rep them. That way they can watch me rep them. But when I met him, I was so humble. And I knocked on his window. I said, "Can I get a selfie with you?" Because when he first came up, I was like, "Oh my God, you Ezekiel Elliott." He read my lips and he was just laughing, killing himself in the car.
Hold on,
some chick was behind the dark part of the window. I don't know who she was, but evidently she wasn't so important because he had her in the back seat behind the dark window.
Hey, that's what players do. Hey, that's what players do. That's player life. That's player life. No, Jessica, don't go nowhere. Because I want to ask you one quick question. Like, because I met Zeke too, right? Have you noticed how big Zeke's head is? Zeke got the biggest head I think I've ever seen in my life.
He ain't the only one with a big head. Gotcha. But his head matches his body, though.
Yeah, because he look like he big in a different way. You be like, bro.
He's big in a sport
I would want to hit you, bro.
That boy thick.
Yeah, and I I don't know what you mean by that, Jessica.
Fed is so sweet.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Cornbread fed, collard greens, or whatever type of greens.
I was just making sure you was keeping it clean. Making sure you was keeping it clean. Because
that means you eat good. That means you get some good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you eat good.
I'm with you all the way. He will. But nah, man, I always enjoy the calls. I almost called you Zeke, Jessica. And only because we was just talking about Zeke. But I got your number. All right. So now the next time I don't pick up, it's gonna be because you've been acting funny. All right.
Oh, acting funny? I wasn't.
No, you ain't acting funny yet. I'm just saying, stay on your best behavior, because if you don't.
Listen, now, if y'all don't see me and y'all that, just know it must be a church night. And I'm at church. Because if I'm not at church, I'm going to be trying to follow you. Or either I'm looking at somebody else challenge, and I be trying to get to all of y'all. Some of y'all be going live at the same time. And I'll be like, Lord, I got to hit like, I got to hit share, got to hit like, got to say something in the chat, jump back out, go jump over here, and then I be bouncing back in between all of y'all.
Yeah, no, I know you do. And I always love it, man. You support us all, and you the best. What's up, Queen? I see you in the building.
I wish I could financially, but I'm going to get there one day. As soon as I get in that doctor's office and get my RMA job. It's coming.
You can help us by sharing. Just share us to some groups, share us to some friends. You ain't got to do all that.
Because right now, I'm right here in this country, and they don't pay that much. And I work with cheering. And them cheering something else. They need to up my pay, because I deal with a lot. Whining babies, don't want to be detached from their parents. Lord have mercy, kids think they grown than me. These new age kids raising these kids. Baby, they better put something to them kids behind. Don't come in there and tell me no. I said, Miss Jessica said, sit down. No.
Hold on, no, we not finna talk about kids on the Cowboy Show. That's not what we not finna do that,
Jessica. Saying, I'm gonna get out. I'm just saying, I deal with
kids. All right, but obviously your voice matters, and I love hearing it. Believe me, all right?
Well, let's go, Cowboys. Let's beat the Denver Broncos. We ain't finna let nobody come up in our house. That's what they're gonna try to do. Right. They're gonna try to come in there and just and shake the boys up. They ain't having it. They know this. They know they're going to come up in there thinking they're going to try to run over them in their house. Baby, we going to defend our house.
They know.
We winning in our house.
They know.
Like we winning on the road.
They know.
No more losses. We can't do no losses. I want to be able to post my meme that I got with them, because the people that said they ain't going to get what they said, what I said they're going to get, yeah, they is.
That's what's up. Your voice matters, Jessica.
16-1. I'm standing on it.
And I'm standing with you.
One game at a time.
One game at a time.
We got to go. I'm talking about for the regular season. Not saying they ain't going to go on further. Yeah, they going to the big show. They got this all year to win the big show. And get that ring. And get that trophy. Number 6. We got to get 6. Time for 6.
All right, Miss Micah Irvin. Your voice matters.
All right, later.
Love it. Bye. All right, so that was Jessica, and that was the Crow Show. All right, so it's gonna take me about another 7 months to build up some crow, because I be right a lot. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm more right than I am not playing. But the crow shows are good, man. We gonna have these crow shows temporarily, because that means things are going in the right direction. So all of us should be happy about where we was wrong. I know people that didn't like Parsons when he was drafted. Don't get quiet about it now. Don't get quiet about it now. Just go ahead and say you was wrong. Don't be making up no excuses. You was wrong, right? It was a lot of people didn't like Nashawn Wright. Just go ahead and say it. Hey, man, I missed on that. You know what I'm saying? The dude came in balling. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's always good news. With this is why this is the best show. Because for me to eat all that crow on all those people that I had either concerns, doubts, or just think that they needed to just go, that's a lot of people. That means that a lot of people that's better than what I thought. Which also means this team is better than what I thought. So I just want to say this real quick. I want to see y'all. I mean this. We having that event at Walk-Ons. Law go be there. The OC go be there. We go obviously get Big Game James in remotely, right? It's going to be a quality show. If you in Dallas or in Fort Worth, I want to see you. If you in Arlington, if you in East Texas, even if you're in Houston, make a drive up. I want to see you. I want to kick it with you. We want to do this, and we gonna start doing this more and more until it become a major thing, to where we gonna be able to actually do shows and kick it with y'all. That's what we building. We want to build it to where it's a kick it fest, where we can hand you the mic, and then we can see Jessica's and the Jessica types live. Can you imagine Jessica Energy live? As much as we loved her on the phone, can you imagine her live? And we also, again, giving away a signed Dak Prescott ball. See, think forward. When Dak win this Super Bowl and MVP, he's going to be the first quarterback to win MVP and the Super Bowl in history. That's going to boost his signature stock overwhelming. So if anybody got anything signed by Dak, you better put it in a glass case, and you better treat it like it's stock. Hold it, protect it, because it's finna be worth it. So we got that game ball, and we got a lot of them, but we gonna be putting them out a little bit at a time for the first 10 that show up. So yeah, y'all come on out to Walk-Ons. And then we also have Cowboys Experience. That's coming up too. Okay, so we gonna be at Cowboys Experience the very next day, and come out to that event, because the last time we was at the event, y'all hear me out. The last time we was at the event, I'm not promising, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be some fire players. All right, so Michael Parsons was there. Came out. Boss Man was there. Gallup was there. Cedric Wilson was there. Kenny Gant was there. Kenny Gant said that he getting on the show Saturday. He said, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do a show with you boys. We gonna talk football. All right. So, when you hanging with Law Nation, Boss Cowboy Sports, Cowboy Experience, the final word, we trying to give y'all great access. And to the people that come out to the Cowboy Experience, we are doing a giveaway of Emmett's book. All right, and we got a bunch of books. That's a help thing, all right, that he does a good job of going over how to achieve big goals. You know what I mean? And that's why I love his book. It's an easy read, but it's the type of book that you go walk out of that book a better man, a better woman. Because some things change you. Some of these guys' experiences, they kind of take you inside. And when they take you inside, you can glean from it and get greatness within yourself. Let me give you an example. One of the biggest things that changed me, and I just went on a bigger acceleration of execution, was when Dak got his contract. And I'm not going to never forget what he said, because and I'm gonna put it somewhere, like make a painting out of it or something, because it's something it's the type of stuff you need to look at every day. But Dak said something that changed my life. And it was just a quote. They asked him about all the pressure and how did he handle the pressure of playing on a franchise tag, knowing that if he got hurt or anything, that he could lose all of it. How did he handle that pressure? And I used to always wonder myself, how does Dak tune all that out? I used to really ask myself that from because I was thinking, if I could learn that, I'm gonna be better, right? And I was like, how do you handle that pressure? And his answer was, look at the pressure like it's a privilege. Changed my life. Because we do feel pressure. Before we get off, I'm gonna just talk real to everybody real quick. We feel pressure. We feel the pressure of providing for our kids. We feel the pressure of having hard jobs. We feel the pressure of trying to just survive sometimes. Some people have mental issues and they got to pretend like their life is normal, and it's pressure. But what Dak does and what I start doing, and it start helping me out, is when I start feeling the pressure of deadlines, bills, fights, court fights, and different things that happen in your life, I start saying, boss, do you know that you have the privilege to deal with what you're dealing with? Do you know how many people wish that they was able to have the certain fights that you have? It's a privilege to do what you do. And just changing my mind state started helping me execute that much better. Because when you looking at these athletes, now listen to me now. I'm in my real moment right now. I'm being as real can be right now. When you look at these champions like Dak, and you look at these champions like Emmett that have a different type of it and drive, we would be foolish not to glean from them. So that's why we got that book, and that's why we gonna be doing that giveaway at Cowboys Experience. So I mean it. I really want to see y'all. I invited out a lot of people personally that's in the city, and we want to have a real good showing in terms of just kicking it together, and it's gonna be worth it. And so y'all already know, as a final word, we always say on this show, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, is that we fight to be loyal, never devoted. We try our best to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And that's also why I needed to eat a lot of crow. Because in those times I was making those statements, I was feeling like I was telling the fan base what they needed to hear. I'm just so thankful that I was wrong. So thankful, because that means this team is better. It's Boss Cowboy Sports. Your voice matter. Peace.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.